Dear student, myself Rajendra Asiri. I am assistant professor in computer science department at Government Bangalore PG College, Didwana. So, in the previous lectures, we have discussed various concepts on cryptography and network security. We have discussed various theorems on modular arithmetic. We have discussed various cryptographic technique, monoalphabetic and polyalphabetic ciphers. We have discussed stream, block cipher, crypto system. We have discussed symmetric, asymmetric cryptography we have discussed, and some basic about digital signature we have discussed. In detail, we will discuss authentication digital signature in the upcoming lecture. So, in the previous lecture, we have discussed in detail about Vigenère cipher. Vigenère cipher is a collection of various additive cipher. Clear? So, in continuation to that, in today's lecture, we will discuss about Hill cipher. First, we will learn about the algorithm or basic concept of the Hill cipher. Then we will take an example. In that example, we will convert our plain text into ciphertext with the help of Hill cipher, and from that Hill cipher, we can again convert our ciphertext into plain text by just applying the reverse mechanism which we applied for the ciphertext generation, right? So at sender end we are generating ciphertext, and at the receiver end we are generating what? Plain text. So whatever mechanism we are applying at sender end, just opposite mechanism we need to apply at receiver end, right? So if you look in this slide, we are having key. Since we are converting our plain text into ciphertext, so definitely we will require some set of keys. So here in Hill cipher, one speciality is there, that key is in the form of a matrix, right? So some matrix operation is required to convert plain text into ciphertext with help of this key stream. So if you look here, key in the Hill cipher is in the form of matrix. So suppose here we are having m row and m column. So it is a m into m matrix, square matrix. Size is m into m. So nomenclature we have given. If first row and first column, then the key is k11. Suppose I want second row and first column. So second row means k21. Key is k21. So in this manner we can arrange our key alphabet in matrix form, and matrix is generally in the we can say it is a square matrix, right? So k11, k12 dot k1m, it is the first row is having how many columns? M column, right? K1 is common, since it is a, so the nomenclature says that first kij, suppose I am writing kij, so I is row number and j is column number. Similarly for second row, the I value will be changed from 1 to 2, so k will be k and I value will be 2, so k2 2 will be fixed. Now first column, then k21, second column, then k22, third column k23, and so on. So last column is mth column, so k2m. Similarly, if we are going in m number row, then I will be m, so m will be fixed now, and first column is 1, km1, second column km2, km3. So mth row says km1, km2, km3, and so on, and mth row and mth column kmm. So in this manner we can give the nomenclature for the key matrix, right? Now we are having a plain text. So plain text should also be arranged in a matrix form. Clear? So suppose we are having p is the, suppose I am saying p is the plain text, right? And k is the key. So we need to apply. P is also arranged in the matrix form. K is initially in a matrix form, already in a k is already in a matrix form. P need to convert from normal text into a matrix form. Then we need to apply p, multiply p matrix with the k matrix, and it will generate a new matrix called as C. C is ciphertext matrix, right? So how to do that? See, if you want to generate first ciphertext, so how to generate a first ciphertext? C1 is equal to P1 into K11 plus P2 into K21 plus P3 into K31 and so on plus Pm into Km1. Clear? So P1, P2, P3, P4, we are taking this in this manner, right? So m all m alphabet of the plain text will be multiplied with the we can say with the first column of the key matrix. Suppose I'm again writing P matrix and K matrix. So K matrix first row will be multiplied with the K matrix first column will be multiplied with the P matrix row, and they all will be component will be added. So in this manner it will generate the C1, right? For C2, we need to take P1 to Pm row of the plain text matrix will be taken, and now second column will be taken. Second column means K1 to K21 Km2. So P1 into K12, this second column will be required. Clear? Second column and P1 to Pm. This will be multiplied with this. So P1 into K1, P2 into K22, P2 into K22 and so on. Pm will be multiplied with the Km2, right? Now the last ciphertext will be CM. Last ciphertext will be CM. CM will be plain text P1 to PM. This will be multiplied with the last column. So P1 into K1M, P2 into K2M and so on, PM into KMM. So in this manner we can get ciphertext matrix. Clear? Now the key matrix in the Hill cipher need to have a multiplicative inverse. Why? Because when we apply a multiplication, when we apply multiplication of two matrix, then modulus of the matrix should not be equal to 0, and all the matrix element should have a multiplicative inverse. Then only we can multiply two matrix. So the concept again says that again. Just read the concept. The key matrix in the Hill cipher need to have a multiplicative inverse. It is a necessary condition that in order to apply Hill cipher, all the key matrix element require a multiplicative inverse in the corresponding mode, right? Now suppose we are taking example. So we are having a plain text: meet me at the usual place at 10 rather than 8 o'clock, using Hill cipher. So the message is meet me at the usual place at 10 rather than 8 o'clock, right? And the Hill cipher key is 9 comma 4. It is the first row, first column 9, first row second column 4, and second row says 5 and 7. So the calculation results are shown here. So first we need to convert our message into corresponding value. So corresponding value of A is 0 and corresponding value is B is 1 and so on. Corresponding value of Z is 25. Why 25? Starting from 0, that's why, and we are doing mod 26 because total alphabets are 26. So modulus will be under 26. Now the calculation. So this numerical value conversion we have done. A is 0, B is 1, C is 2, D is 3 and so on, Z is 25. Now see, right? We are having a key is given 9, key is given 9457. First row is 9457. So this is the key matrix, right? 2 into 2 order. And plain text, what is plain text? So in the plain text we are taking how many plain text at a time? Only two plain text, P1 and P2, right? So in the previous page if I are going, P1 is M, P2 is E. So corresponding to M, what is the value? 12. and corresponding to E, what is the value? 4. So 12 4. If you see 12 4, right? So 12 4, the size of this key matrix is 2 into 2, and plain text is 2 into 1, right? So 2 to cancel out, the generated value will be 2 into 1. 2 row we will be getting, and 1 column we are getting. Yes, see here. Now how to convert this? So we need to multiply this plain text with the key. So this column 12 into 12 and 4 will put here, 12 here and 4 here. So if you say 12 into 9, 12 into 9 plus 4 into 4, yes, 4 into 4, clear, this will be first row. Similarly 12 12 4 will be multiplied with the 5 and 7. So 12 into 5, 12 into 5 plus 4 into 7. So first row will be 9 into 12 plus 4 into 4, the output is 24. It is greater than 26, so we need to apply mod 26. By applying mod 26, the result will be, remainder will be 20. 20 is coming under 26, so 20 and 20 corresponding alphabet is U. So the first cipher will be U. Next row is 5 into 12 plus 7 into 4. The result will is 28. It is again greater than 26. So by applying mod 26, the remainder is 10, and 10 corresponding alphabet is K. So UK is the first set of ciphertext alphabet. Similarly, in the same manner, we can generate the remaining ciphertext, right? So the whole ciphertext will be, you will read as UKIX UKYDROMEIWS ZXWIOE. So this is what we can say, this is encryption method, right? Now in the previous, if you see this concept, the key matrix should have multiplicative inverse for all the element. The meaning of this is that at the receiver end, now at the receiver end ciphertext we got, now at the receiver end we require plain text again. So how to get the plain text from ciphertext? We require K inverse, and for K is a matrix, so to get inverse of any matrix, mod K should not equal to 0, should not equal to 0. Clear? It should be a non-singular matrix. Non-singular matrix means a matrix whose we can say determinant is not equal to 0, right? So that's why the concept was that concept was saying that all the key matrix elements should have a multiplicative inverse. So how to get plain text? Ciphertext we are having ciphertext into K inverse. If you multiply K inverse with the ciphertext matrix, then we will get corresponding plain text. So at the receiver again we got the plain text. That's all from this lecture. In the next lecture we will learn some new concept about the cryptography. Thank you.